All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just share what this is all about. First, I want to say thank you so much for showing up and supporting me, even when you didn't even know who I am. You showed up here, so thank you for that. And I invited you. I just want you to know that I invited everybody here because I care. I really do care about you. And I want to share something with you that has transformed my life on many different levels. I think most of us here know that our health impacts not only our physical, our spiritual, and mental health, but it also impacts our relationships. And so I invited you because I feel that this is a safe community wherever I am, and my community is a safe community. And I want to invite you to up level in all those ways that I talked about how health impacts your life. So I know some of you don't know who I am, but I am Annmarie Waite, and I want to introduce you to the Lifestyle Transformation Program, where you can not only transform your health, but also your income. So I have been on this organic superfood and lifestyle journey for the last 4 months. And because of the awesome results that I have achieved, I am pivoting to embrace the business model, which is what we will be talking about later on. So many of you may, or you may not know, this about me. I am a women's health nurse practitioner. I am a best-selling author. I am a certified health coach, and I have my own business, and it's called Girlfriend's Health. And so these are all the roles that most people know about me. So on the outside, my life looks pretty amazing. That's what everybody tells me. But it was not always that way. You see, when I was 12 years old, my father died of a massive heart attack and stroke at the age of 43. And looking back, I know that the death of my father at such a young age was the turning point for me, because that's where my belief in the importance of prevention began. So my passion for wellness was activated by this rather sad and negative experience. At that young age, I was determined not to follow in my father's footsteps. And I decided back then to be as active as I could, because that's what my teacher told me that I should do in order to change that. I asked her if it was contagious, and she said, "No, sweetie, you just have to change your lifestyle." And so she sat me down and told me about all the things I could do to change my lifestyle. And so I signed up for gymnastics, and I became addicted to exercise, really. And I was very careful about what I ate. And because I was an animal lover, I also became a vegetarian in my late teens. And I can truly say, using Oprah style, that what I know for sure is that the modification of my lifestyle, it changed my health trajectory. And I know this to be true because when I compare my life to my siblings who did not take the same path as I did, I watched sadly as my older sister went down the same path that my father did. I tried to help, but she didn't have the willpower that I had to change her lifestyle. And sadly, She died 5 years ago. She was 55 years old. So when I was introduced to this transformation program, I wish that I had known about it before my sister died. There are many, many, many days when I think of her and I wish I knew about this so I could have shared it with her and maybe she would still be here with me. So sadly, I can't bring her back, but I want to share this with as many people as I can. So let me tell you a little bit more about how I came across this and what gave me the impetus to start on this. So I would consider myself having a rather clean diet. And one of the things I am really satisfied with is the fact that I developed a healthy relationship with food in terms of not overeating. I know that this is something that many people struggle with because I see a lot of patients in my practice with that habit. And so I really feel grateful to have developed that healthy relationship with food and other things in my life. However, that being said, there were some things that I was still struggling with. And one of them was cravings. I always felt like I had to have a dessert after dinner. It's like, people who smoke, they have to have after dinner, they have to have a cigarette. Well, I always felt like I had to have some chocolate or something after dinner. And then there were other things that I was noticing, as I get older, I was losing hair. I felt like my hair was getting thinner. And I started thinking that, one of the reasons why I became a health coach is so that I could help people to reach that next level. And so even though I thought of myself as a really healthy person, I still had not reached that next level of my personal health goals. And I don't know if any of you can relate to any of this, but my goal was to reach that next level so that I can help people to reach their next level. And so whether it's just starting their health journey or they have been on a similar path as me for quite some time, they think they're healthy, but there are some things that they're struggling with. And so the way that I chose to start this next level of health was by starting on this organic superfood program. And sometimes when you put that intention out in the universe, it's amazing how the universe answers you because I was introduced to this program because I was just thinking, I want to reach that next level. And then I was introduced to this program. So I have been eating micronutrients that is grown in super healthy soil because we're only as healthy as our soils and the food we eat. So within this program, I was able to detox my gut. I was able to alkalize my body and deeply nourish it. And so I was able to meet the goals, and I even achieved some unexpected results that were truly remarkable. After 9 days, I lost my cravings for sugar. I've been trying to do that for years. It's been on my New Year's resolution list. Every year, it just keeps moving over and over. And after 9 days on this program, I lost that craving. The other thing that has happened for me is that I have rejuvenated my hair growth because I'm no longer losing hair when I shower when it look and you see all this hair in the bottom of the sink. And then one of the amazing things was last month I had a facial and I was told that I had flawless skin. And that was one of my goals, to nourish my skin so that it glowed from the inside out. So being on this program was just truly, truly, the results were just so fulfilling and so rewarding that it really brought me back to think about, boy, I wish I had known about this when Venice was alive because I could have maybe helped her in some way. And so obviously I can't bring her back, but I'm wanting to make a bigger impact in people's health, but also in their wealth. And so I invited you to my community, to join my community, because I want to share this vision with you. And I'm inviting you to join me in making a difference in the world and a bigger impact on others. And so if you're interested in up-leveling not only your health, but your income as well in the way that I am, then please stay tuned, because Rita, who is here with me on the call, I'm going to bring her on now so that she can tell you about this amazing opportunity that we have going.
Thank you so much, Dr. Annmarie. Your story is profound, and just that you've been on this mission and this journey for so long. And watching your transformation over these last 4 months has been truly inspiring, as well as just your huge heart for impact and making a difference in this world. So thank you so much for sharing your heart and your vulnerability. And hi, everyone. My name's Rita Jean, and I'm really excited to dive into this opportunity with everyone because it has so profoundly impacted and transformed every aspect of my life. So I have a little presentation for us. I'll go ahead and share it. And welcome. I see a couple more people hopping on. Welcome. Yay. Okay. So welcome to Purium. We are the transformation company, and we are here to help people revolutionize their health, which you'll learn more about. And you heard Anne-Marie's amazing story. Regenerate the earth, because actually we're only as healthy as our ecosystems. Build generational wealth and uplift our communities. So those are our 4 main pillars. And the problem that we're really seeing today is, at one point, our food was organic. We had nutrient dense foods. The soil was healthy. It wasn't chemically ridden. And now today our food is filled with artificial colors, hormones, pesticides, mold, irradiated ingredients, GMOs, and our soils are incredibly depleted. So this is impacting us at every level. And you actually see it in our youth dramatically, the way that it's impacting them. And so glyphosate, raise your hand if you've ever heard of glyphosate before. It's actually the main ingredient in Roundup, and billions of pounds are sprayed annually. So it's in our food, it's in our air, it's in our water, and it has been known to cause cancer, infertility, autoimmune, autism, dementia, gluten intolerances, and so many other things. And in 1975, 1 in 5,000 children were impacted by autism. And today, 1 in 36 children are impacted, which is really staggering. And then artificial colors, preservatives are found in 95% of our food. And this is also linked to a lot of lifestyle diseases. And adult obesity has doubled since 1990. And in our adolescents and our youth, it has quadrupled, which is really staggering. So that's a little bit of what we're facing. And glyphosate also impacts our gut health. So within 20 minutes of exposure, we get leaky gut. And leaky gut, it allows toxins into our blood flow, and then that creates systemic inflammation from head to toe. So it impacts our brain, our nervous system, our joints, all of our organs. And it also kills off that gut microbiome diversity, which is actually the home of our cellular communication. So it impacts the health of every cell and organ in our body. And if you didn't know, 70% of our immune system's in our gut, and 90 to 95% of our serotonin, 80% of our dopamine is in our gut. So it also really impacts our mood and our hormone balance. So this is some of the reasons why it's important. And if you're like most people, raise your hand if you have a busy lifestyle. I know sometimes, especially before this program, I would forget to eat, or I would just put myself on the back burner, or just grab whatever snack I could, right? And what we're really struggling with is we have caloric dense food, but nutrient deficient food. And we are actually the most overfed, yet the least nourished and the most over medicated country in the world. So um, it's actually pretty hard to find access to nutrient dense food and real food. So what can we do about it? Actually, we can do a lot about it. And 95% of lifestyle diseases come from nutrient deficiency and overtoxicity. And according to the American Cancer Society, 60% of all cancer is preventable, 80% of heart disease is preventable, 90% of diabetes is preventable. And also we're seeing that, the statistic again on how much of our food is contaminated with glyphosate. So introducing the Purium solution, which really is revolutionary. It is that convenience without the compromise. It's a healthy fast food. It's ready in like everything, your whole meal, everything is ready in like 3 minutes. And it's low in calories and high in nutrients. And that combination of low calories, high nutrient density actually turns on our anti-aging genes. So it really is phenomenal. And of course, we're working on the gut health as well. So you can see it's all whole food based, which is, we'll dive into more. And I want to share my story with you because it was such a long journey. So I actually grew up as an avid athlete. I wanted to be a professional athlete and dancer. And then my dreams were stopped short at 19. I was in a near-death accident and told I would never get back to normal activities again. Broke 16 bones. It was truly a miracle that I survived. And despite being on the leading edge of health for over 20 years, I couldn't find the results that I was looking for. So this is 6 years after the accident. I'm in so much pain here, chronic inflammation. This is 15 years after the accident. I've made so many improvements, but I'm still not where I want to be. And then my sister introduced this transformation to me, and this is just 1 month into the transformation. You can see the lightness in my body, in my spirit. Like I just felt like all the cells lit up in my body, and I felt reconnected mentally, physically, spiritually. And then 3 months into the transformation, this is right here. This is the first time I felt like myself in 15 years. It was the first time I recognized myself. So it was a homecoming at every level. And then 4 months in, I decided to join a race off the couch. I thought I was going to get last place, but I just wanted to show up and prove to myself that I could do it. And I got 7th out of 76 women. And the only thing I did was add in these superfoods. I didn't make any other lifestyle changes. And so I'm just forever grateful for this path because it gave me back my passions. It gave me back my inspiration, my hope. And now I've been able to impact over 10,000 lives, helping others to transform their health as well as transform their wealth, passion, and purpose. So that's a little bit of my journey. And so what is this ultimate lifestyle transformation? It's the highest 1% most nutrient dense, cleanest foods. It's the healthiest fast food. It's inexpensive. We have the only glyphosate solution that's clinically proven, and we support every system of the body, and we make it simple and easy. So your kit, your ultimate lifestyle transformation kit, it's shipped to you, and it comes with this power shake, which is nutrient dense, and it's delicious. So if you're thinking like green drink, I don't really like green drinks. It's so yummy, and your body starts to crave it. And what it does, like Annmarie was sharing, you start to eliminate cravings, and things that are no longer serving just naturally fall away which I've worked in the health industry for years and never experienced anything like that. It detoxifies the cells, which is so important, oxygenates the body, and it gives you cellular energy for that physical endurance and that mental endurance. And it also activates your adiponectin, which is known as our skinny hormone gene. So it burns fat and just brings you into whatever your perfect homeostasis is for that. And we also have other delicious shakes that come with the kit too, like the dark berry protein, which helps you to produce your own collagen. And our super amino 23, this was created by a doctor who wanted to help his patients who were in comatose and bedridden, and he wanted to help them build muscle even while being bedridden. And so that's what this does. And so it absorbs in your body within 23 minutes. And most of us were only absorbing a very small percentage of our protein. And this is 99% bioavailable. So you're absorbing it right away. It's supporting your muscles, your brain, your nervous system, your skeletal structure, everything else. And it also improves that skin elasticity. So I'm actually 31 weeks pregnant right now, and taking this daily has been life-changing. And because it helps with that elasticity, it's helped me to not have stretch marks, right? So there's so many incredible functions of it. Biomedic is the gut support, and it just comes in this little capsule that you can empty straight into your smoothie or just take it as is. But again, the only clinically proven solution to remove glyphosate from the body. And it reduces C-reactive protein by 75%, which is our inflammatory marker. So that's life-changing. And then supports our immune, our absorption, digestion, and just overall gut health and restoring that biodiversity like we talked about. And then at night, you take your apothecary, which is so delicious. I actually sip on it all throughout the day, but you can have it as your little nightcap. And it relaxes the body, reduces stress, supports that healthy skin. It's actually a natural pain relief, helps the joints. And it also deepens your sleep. So I have thousands of testimonials of people who could not sleep through the night and now are sleeping all the way through the night. So when you're getting that deeper quality of sleep, it improves so many areas of our lives, including our relationships, right? Because the lack of sleep can really impact us. And then finally, your first month comes with this super cleanser, which is a parasite cleanse. And this is so important to do a couple of times a year because it helps to get rid of molds and yeast and fungus and really just clean up our internal terrain, which dramatically impacts how we feel. It impacts our mood, and it also impacts our inflammation. And for pregnant and nursing mamas, we have our crack cell chlorella, which rebuilds the blood, and it also supports the healthy cellular function. So that is the program. It's really simple. Again, it takes like 2 minutes and it covers 2 meals a day. And it's essentially $6 for an organic meal, which I can't find that anywhere. Right? It saves you so much on your grocery bill and saves you so much time and convenience. And these are some of the results. So I just wanted to share with you. Here's Roxanne. She's starting to build a new life at 53. She's lost 7 pounds, decreased inflammation, increased her flexibility, has deeper sleep. So you can just see the dramatic difference. Ashley dropped 15 pounds, which weight is just a natural, like losing weight will be a natural side effect of balancing the hormones and eliminating toxins out of the body and repairing the gut. And then she's feeling energetic without the need for caffeine. So if you're someone who feels like they need, that caffeine to get going in the morning, this could be really helpful. And feeling better emotionally and mentally, because this really impacts us at every single level. And then I love our sisters here. They're sharing how this has really helped them connect with their inner beauty, and they no longer need acrylics or are doing any of those things because their hair and their nails are growing so fast and so strong. So that's a couple examples. We have Raw here, no soreness, performance enhanced. He was at a completely burnout phase where he wasn't wanting to go to the gym at all. And then just adding in the superfoods, he wanted to work out every day. So it's amazing how much it can change our motivation. And more examples here, skin glowing, feeling radiant. And Jane, she saw a difference from day one. The texture of her hair changed, the texture of her skin changed, the texture of her nails changed. So love just some of these examples. And again, we just have endless testimonials. I tear up writing this, as I can't tell you how many times over the last year I found myself lying on the floor at times, unable to get back up from the pains that wrecked my body, which I know those I can relate to. And the way to health outside of allopathic medicine can be seemingly a long road to recovery, but ELT has hastened my healing journey, and for that I'm so thankful. So day 22, anxiety is gone and been sleeping great. So just so many beautiful testimonials and check-ins with our community. And I really invite you to check out the movies Kiss the Ground and Common Ground to learn more about regenerative agriculture and learn about this movement, because it truly is profound and we're leading the way in it. And it not only impacts our health, but it impacts our ecosystems. It impacts future generations. Like, it is such a beautiful, like, it gives me hope. It gives me hope in the world with all of the different things that we're facing. This gives me so much hope. And what is really special is our owners and our founders. So they have been leading the way in organic, non-GMO, whole food, superfood movement since 1993. They are the most heart-led leaders I've ever met. And the word that I would use to describe them is integrity. They have the highest integrity in their actions. And that's why we have such amazing superfoods. So this is who you can get to meet. They are just really leading the way for us and making this available for us. And something else really special about Purium is we're actually our own manufacturer, which is almost unheard of. And that means we can guarantee the quality and the purity. And we don't let anything in the facility that's contaminated with pesticides or contaminated with molds. And you would be surprised how much food, like pretty much all food, is contaminated with these kinds of things. And so we test everything to make sure there's no heavy metals, nothing. And we have a whole food philosophy. So we don't use any synthetics or any isolates because our body has no idea what to do with those. And you'll find that those are in almost all supplements, is synthetics and isolated chemistry. And so, yeah, we also have no binders or fillers or chemicals or artificial anything, which is incredible. And what makes us different? It's good for your body, from our growing practices. And again, no fillers, no binders. It's very convenient and affordable, and it's third-party tested. And then it's good for our planet. We have actually biodegradable packaging, and we've saved over 300,000 pounds of plastic from going into the environment. And we're supporting healthy soil and healthy ecosystems, which you'll get to learn more about. And so, as you know, my name's Rita, but I'm a crown in the company. So I'm one of the top leaders in the company. And I've been a longtime advocate for health, wealth, freedom, and the environment. And before I was introduced to Purium, I was praying for a solution to make a larger impact, to align with my deeper purpose while creating generational wealth. And I was curious, like, how can I create generational wealth for my family and I? And so I joined this business, and within 6 months, I actually surpassed the income from my other business that I'd been growing for 5 years. And I was able to quit all of my other jobs. And as I shared, I've been able to help over 10,000 people transform their lives. And now I'm able to have that time freedom, which is invaluable, that financial freedom, and able to pay it forward so I can really show up in all the ways I want to and show up for my family and my nephews and my niece and everything. So, needless to say, that has become one of my biggest passions, is helping other people to find those freedoms as well, because I want that for everyone. And this is my lovely sister, Mary Beth, and her beautiful children. And she's a 2-star crown in the company. And she has regained her strength. Her health story is amazing. She literally went from being in the most stressed time in her life to looking like she was 16. I was like, what are you doing? And now she's excited to wake up and truly live each day. Like, she lives life to the fullest, and she homeschools her kids, and her husband travel all over. Her husband's from Guinea, West Africa. So they're hosting West African drum and dance, and they get to bring that to communities all over. They're actually in Mexico right now. And her mission is to support mothers and parents in feeling their best. I love her mission. And she wants parents to show up powerfully and in their strength for their families. So, right, having the energy and the time to show up for our families in the ways we want to. And together, my sister and I, we've actually been able to retire our mama. This is us in our favorite Aspen Grove here in Colorado. This is from actually yesterday. I was with my mom, and these are Brussels sprouts that she grew. Like, she has the biggest green thumb. So we've been able to support her in retiring her. And so now she can be with her permaculture farm and really help and be with all the grandkids. And she loves it. So we get to help her live her best life. And yeah, who doesn't want to do that? She's been my hero my whole life. So I'm so grateful. So why a Purium superfood business? Really, everything we talked about, but transforming our own health and transforming wealth for ourselves and others at the same time. And this is a top recession-proof business. So when we have good food, we have good health, and we have a good life. And I was just listening to a podcast with Gary Vee, who he's an influential entrepreneur, if you know about him. And he was saying that he sees the biggest need moving forward in business is access to nutrient-dense food and access to clean food and access to convenient food. And we have all of those at the highest quality. So, and currently, go ahead and raise your hand if you're currently trading time for money. So yeah, most of us maybe. I know before I started this business, I was also hosting retreats internationally, but I had zero free time. I was working multiple jobs, and I could only help so many people a day because I was also working one-on-one with clients, and I could help about 5 clients a day max. And here I've been able to help people exponentially. And I probably work my business as I want to, when I want to, but on average, like 4 hours a day. And it doesn't feel like work to me because it's so much fun. But I'm able to make such a big impact in doing that. And why is that? It's because we have a leveraged business. So as a solo entrepreneur, we only have so many hours a day. And say you're putting 10 hours a week into your Purium business. Well, as you start to work with others and leverage all of our skills, and as you start to grow a team, if you're working with 5 people, now all of a sudden you have 50 hours towards your business, right? Like, so who doesn't want that time freedom and that financial freedom and that ability to make that larger impact? And I have to tell you, like, this community is amazing. And in working together, we just uplift each other's voices, each other's gifts. And, there's things that my sister's really good at that I don't want to deal with. And then there's things that I'm good at that she doesn't have the time for. So when you come together, all the bases are covered, right? So it's really fun working in community. and having everything set up for you, which I'll dive more into. So our mission is to help more people know that how organic and nutrient-dense foods can impact their well-being. And our compensation plan rewards those for paying this message forward. This is my sister here. This is at one of our recent events at convention. And this is part of our team as a collective. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, which is amazing because I don't know about you, but I've invested thousands of dollars into personal development and business coaching. And here I've received the equivalent of hundreds of thousands of dollars of business coaching, mentorship, and personal development for free. And it's world-class training. Like, I have grown and evolved so much in these last 5 years. It's been remarkable, including in moving through my own limiting beliefs and my own ceilings. So if you're curious about if this is sounding exciting to you and you want to learn more about it, how can you start earning? You can actually start earning bonuses right away. And Dave and Amy are just extremely generous because this mission means so much to them. And we have solutions that are truly dire in so many reasons and ways. And so there's $3,500 in fast start bonuses in your first few months that you can achieve if you want to. There's $2,500 in matching bonuses for helping others be successful. And those matching bonuses are actually unlimited. So you get rewarded for mentoring and supporting other people. But of course, as you're getting going, you don't have to know anything because you have all of our support. So you can also, if you're wanting to dive into the health transformation or you're wanting to dive into the business, you can actually earn your health transformation back in 10 days. So if you had 3 friends or aunties or cousins or colleagues or just someone you know that this would really benefit, you can do it together and transform together, because it's way more fun to transform together. So if you help 3 people to transform their health, you receive commissions plus bonuses, including that first fast start bonus, and you've already paid for your transformation kit. So that is an option. And then there's limitless long-term earning potential here. So the median household income in 2022 was $74,580. And here you can start earning right away. These are some of our rank examples. So you could earn an additional $14,000 a year or an additional $183,000 a year. So these are the annual averages. This is Crown, where I'm at. This is where my sister's at. And then, you can really make this either a full-time income if you wanted to, or pay for your own superfoods and completely transform your health. So just depending on what your goals are, it can pay for rent or mortgage or become a full-time income or create that legacy income. So for example, 2-star Crown on average is making around $26,000 a month. So I love this company because it allows you to get out of that dollars per hour model, but it allows you to dream, right? And when I first came in, I had forgotten what some of my dreams were, and I didn't know that it was possible, really. And so this gave me the vehicle to uplift all of those dreams and make them possible. So if any of these goals align with you, then you have the direct mentorship and support, and we help you get there step by step. And so I wanted to debunk a few myths today. So sometimes people think, okay, well, in network marketing, only people who get in at the beginning can succeed, or you have to be on the ground floor. And I wanted to introduce Nicole's story. She is a busy mom of 3. She has a special needs child, In her first month, she was able to pay for her son's entire summer camp. And she also hit Crown, that top leadership rank, in 4.5 months, right? And she just did this. So the sky's the limit. Anything is really possible. And here's her family. And here's a few more transformation stories. Tammy lost all streams of income. In 6 months, she made the same amount as her most successful year in her previous business. And now she loves helping others prepare for a plan B before they need it. We have our sisters here. They always wanted to work together as sisters, and now they get to wake up every day and help people lead healthier lives and build wealth. And the best part is they get to do it side by side, which is true. You get to bring in your favorite people that you love and adore and want to work with. And working with my sister has been phenomenal. It's improved our relationship so much. And next, she was the 9 to 5 was unfulfilling. It was taxing her body, mind, and soul. And now she wakes up with purpose to help people become the healthiest version of themselves. She has time freedom, location freedom, in abundance, and it has shifted her life on every level. So you can work from anywhere, which is awesome. And debunking another myth, but I'm not a health practitioner like they are. So sometimes people think that they need certain credentials in order to be successful. And actually, a lot of our top income earners don't have a high school degree. So what I love about this business is we're here to uplift others and help others be successful. And you literally need zero experience to do that. I would say the only pre-qualifier is caring about people and loving people. So here's Sonia. She's a 5-star Crown. She was a full-time real estate broker and a caregiver. She had a life-changing product experience, and she was able to match her full-time real estate income in a 1.5 years. And now she has leveraged income, which is true freedom and financial freedom. And she's been able to retire her husband so they can just go where they want, do what they want, when they want. And as well, it helps them to be with family and give back. So I love this. Where else can you create this, especially in these time frames, right? So our goal is to transform your health, transform your finances, so that you can truly own your time. And what I love about this is giving people the opportunity to align with their deeper calling, align with their deeper passions, fund their dreams, fund their books, do all different, so many things, right? So if you're wanting to get started, you can with the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, which again is our organic nutrition reset. You get 60 meals for $12 a day, literally $6 a meal, which is amazing. And that's one way that you can get started, and you can start as a customer if you want your own health transformation, or if you're like, whoa, this is awesome, I want to impact others and help others, you can start in the business and get the free business upgrade with your health transformation. But we really just wanted to come together to support Annmarie and her exciting new journey and vision and the ways that she wants to impact. So a few ways you can support her is 1, just cheering her on. 2 is just sending her referrals. 3 is doing a transformation with us because it's so amazing. Or 4, if you align with the business and mission, you can join us and get started. And again, we help you every single step of the way. So I'm going to open it up to questions. I'd love any and all questions. And yeah, we will go from there.